Got my eyes straight ahead, got my head in the game. With the red light on, I'm just waiting for the change. Keep my head down low.
Hi, Jay Fallon here. Thanks for listening to the Slippery Slope. So, here in Queensland, unfortunately, seems like, a different month, a new month, another police shooting in Queensland in Townsville on the weekend. We had a shooting. I'll bring up the headline so we can go along with it, so you can go along with it together. Townsville man dead after being shot twice and tasered by officers outside Kerwin Police Station. So, two North Queensland police officers are set to be questioned after an armed 46-year-old man was shot dead outside a police station. The shooting happened on the footpath outside the Kerwin Police Station in the North Queensland city of Townsville on Saturday night. So that would have been the 6th of July, with the man pronounced dead at 10:38 p.m. Two male constables saw the man from the Townsville suburb of Cranbrook approaching the 24-hour station with a knife and confronted him before he was able to gain entry. So, look, unfortunately, I was reading through this, and for whatever information, I was reading through it, and I thought it seems like possibly suicide by cop. And if that's the case, right, it's very sad indeed. But if that is the case, like I said before, a message to the Queensland hierarchy, the Queensland leadership team for the police. If nothing changes, then nothing changes. You're going to continue to see deaths via the hand of police if you don't change something within your S.O.Ps, within your training. Something has to change in this state. We are seeing way too many shootings by police. Anyway, I'll continue on. So it says one Queensland Police Service officer fired two shots while the other discharged their taser before rendering first aid until paramedics arrived. Two other officers from the station rushed to help after the shooting, joined shortly after by ambulance officers just meters away. It's the latest in a string of police shootings in Queensland this year, including a fatal at Mount Louisa in January, a man shot dead in Mackay in February, fatal shooting after an alleged stabbing near Gympie in April, a Bruce Highway death allegedly involving a stolen car in the same month, and a man who was critically injured after being shot by police just last month, which I spoke about. And in December, we had that one here in the Whitsundays where I'm from, at the motel. So last year, the ABC reported Queensland police shot more people in 2022 than 2023 than officers across the rest of Australia combined. QPS Acting Detective Superintendent Jason Brosnan said he was confident the officers involved made the right decision, firing the shots after the man allegedly refused to comply with police officers. We don't take a life lightly, he said. It was a very confronting incident for police. It's not an easy thing to use lethal force. He said QPS training was of the highest standard. I would beg to differ. He said officers would be interviewed by the QPS Ethical Standards Command, supported by the union. Ian Levers, maybe he can take some time away from hanging out with Paul Pasali and go and help these officers who are in trouble. None of the police officers involved were physically harmed. CCTV footage from the police station, as well as the footage from the officers' body-worn cameras, will be used in the investigation. However, Acting Detective Superintendent Brosnan said there wasn't yet any indication why the armed man had attended the scene. Prior to the shooting, the 46-year-old had no interaction with the police, which, it seems like something strange has gone on. And like I said, I really hope this isn't a suicide by copper. I can't reiterate enough, he said. It's not an easy thing to use lethal force in any situation. You'll always be second guessing yourself. Further on down the track, he says that local police and the deceased man's family are being offered counseling support following the shooting. Brosnan, Detective Superintendent Brosnan said, it's not just police that are affected by this. It's the family of the deceased who now have to live with what happened. Crikey. Brosnan, seriously, you got to run what you say through PR before you come out and say it. It's not just police that are affected by this. Okay, silly statement, but whatever. Precious moments. Listen, the main issue here, like I said, these officers, unfortunately, it's strange circumstances. Why on earth do you attend a police station with a knife? Unless you have something else in mind. But the issue here is Queensland Police have attended far too many incidents where people have ended up shot at their hand, where they've had to use lethal force. The Queensland Leadership Team need to change their strategy. They need to change training. They need to rethink the way they do business. You cannot keep having more shootings via police in this state than any other police organization or all other police organizations in the rest of the country. It can't keep going on like this. That's just my opinion. I'm Jay Fallon. Thanks for listening to The Slippery Slope.
And say it isn't real, and please don't go away. Just give me one more day. What if I could? What if I could turn back time? I'd make you smile again. And if I could unbreak your heart, and we could start again. What if I could? What if I could turn back time? I'd make you smile again. And if I could unbreak your heart, and we could start again. We could start again. We could start again. We could start again.